morning, students. In previous class, we are discussing about different types of differentiation. There are totally 7 important types of differentiations. You know all those things. Namely, first type, that is derivative of composite function. Type number 2, derivative of explicit and implicit function. Type number 3, derivative of inverse trigonometric function. Type number 4, derivative of logarithmic function. Type number 5, parametric differentiation. Type number 6, second order derivatives. And finally, type number 7, name of scientist, Rolle's theorem and Lagrange's mean value theorem. Okay. Now today I am going to deal with next part of the calculus section, that is application of derivatives. Okay. Now here in applications of derivative there are 5 units, 5 types. Namely, first type is derivative of rate measure. Type number 1, derivative of rate measure. Remember. Type number 2, increasing and decreasing function. Increasing and decreasing function. Type number 3, tangent and normal. Tangent and normal. Type number 4, approximation error. Approximation error by differentiation. Approximation error by differentiation. Type number 5, maxima and minima. Maxima and minima. Plural of maximum is maxima. Plural of minimum value is minima. Not maximas, not minimas. Plural of maximum is maxima. Plural of minimum is minima. So these 5 types belongs to the main topic, that is application of derivatives. Now here in type number 1, derivative of rate measure, in this type they will ask one full question, that is 5-mark question, fixed question. In your question paper, part D, question number 43 belongs to under rate measure problem, 5 mark. ಈ ಒಂದು ಮೊದಲೇ ಟೈಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ 5 mark question ಒಂದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Then type number 2, increasing and decreasing function, 3 mark one question, only 3 mark. Then tangent and normal, 2 mark or 3 mark. Whereas approximation error by differentiation, again 2 or 3 mark one question. Maxima and minima, 3 mark one question. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಟೈಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆನ್ಯುವಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ. ಬಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1 ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ 5 mark fixed question. Okay, ಯಾವುದು fixed question ನೋಡೋಣ. Very simple question. Okay, now here let us discuss about one by one. So first one is type number 1, that is derivative of rate measure. It is purely physics problems. You are all mastering physics, especially in problem part, isn't it? Problems are ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬಹಳ physics problems ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಖುಷಿಯಿಂದ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಬರೋದು ಬಹಳ ಖುಷಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ, ಹೌದಲ್ಲ? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ಲಿ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಈಸಿಲಿ ನೀವು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಿ, ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಹಿಯರ್ ಟೈಪ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1, that is rate measure. In this type there are 2 main definitions, namely you know that is velocity and acceleration. So you know the definition of velocity as well as acceleration. Now define velocity of a particle. Look here, consider a particle which moves on a straight line. One ವಸ್ತು straight line forward move ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Okay, if a particle which moves on a straight line, let O be the fixed point, P and Q be the position of a particle in the interval of time t and t plus delta t respectively. T is time, delta t is change in time. In mathematics, change in time denoted by delta t, change in x denoted by delta x, change in y denoted by delta y. Okay, so if a particle which moves on a straight line, let O be the fixed point, P and Q be the position of a particle in the interval of time t and t plus delta t respectively. Okay, now take the distance OP is equal to S. Take the distance OP is equal to S. And take the distance OQ is equal to S plus delta S. OQ length is, we take S plus delta S. So that PQ distance how much? That is delta S, isn't it? So take the distance OP is S, total distance OQ is equal by taking S plus delta S. So that is distance PQ is equal to delta S. Right? Now here, in the time delta T, change in time, in the time delta T, the particle covers a distance delta S. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಟಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ದೋಸ್ ಟು, ನಾವು ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಟಿ ಎರಡನ್ನು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ that division is known as average velocity of a particle, not final velocity, average velocity of a particle. So remember, in the time delta t, the particle covers a distance delta s. Now divide those two. Now delta s divided by delta t, that is known as average velocity of a particle. As you know that in differentiation, delta y divided by delta s, that is known as incrementary ratio. Incrementary ratio. Here delta s by delta t, distance and time, that is known as average velocity of a particle. Now applying the limit of delta s divided by delta t as delta t tends to 0. ಈ ಒಂದು average velocity limit operate ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, now you know that this is known as increment ratio. Applying the limit of delta y by delta x as delta x tends to 0, if the incrementary ratio delta y by delta x, if the limit exists means finite value, as delta x tends to 0, then that is known as derivative of the y with respect to the function x, and it is denoted by how to write dy by dx. Instead of y and x, here s and t, what is its value? ds divided by dt. ds divided by dt. delta t tends to 0, delta t value 0 ಹಾಕಬಾರದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವು 0 ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? any number upon 0, infinite value. Suppose ಈ ಒಂದು ರೇಷಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ, then that is known as derivative of the function s with respect to t, and it is denoted by ds by dt. Here observe it, that d by dt limit s, d by dt represent what? Rate of change of, d by dt represent rate of change of what? ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆ? yes means what? Distance or displacement. So d by dt represent rate of change of what? yes means distance in the interval of time t, that is known as what? Velocity of a particle. You know the definition of velocity, rate of change of displacement, that is known as velocity. Here in mathematics, rate of change of denoted by notation d by dt. Remember that d by dt represent at the rate of denoted by what? d by dt. ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಆ ಕ್ವಶ್ಚನ್ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? at the rate of ಅಂತ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ which is denoted by what? d by dt. d by dt represent rate of change of, or simply at the rate of, or how fast ಅಂದ್ರು ಒಂದೇ, find the rate ಅಂದ್ರು ಒಂದೇ, at the rate of ಅಂದ್ರು ಒಂದೇ. Simply at ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನು ಕೂಡ, that is denoted by what? d by dt. That d by dt represent rate of change of yes means what? Displacement or distance in time t, that is known as velocity of a particle denoted by the letter v. Therefore find velocity. So ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಏನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನೀವು? ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. v is equal to ds by dt. Okay, so remember d by dt ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇನ್ ನೆನಪಿಡೋದು ಏನು? d by dt represent what? At the rate of ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ? yes means what? Displacement or distance. At the rate of radius ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? dr by dt. At the rate of volume ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? dv by dt. At the rate of area dA by dt. Okay, at the rate of height dh by dt. At the rate of surface area ds by dt. Remember, d by dt represent at the rate of ಆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ದೊಳಗ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ದಲ್ಲೇ find the rate ಅಂತ ವರ್ಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ which is denoted by what? ಏನು ತಗೋಬೇಕು? d by dt. ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ತುಂಬಾ ಈಸಿ ಇದೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಓಕೆ, at the rate of denoted by d by dt. So at the rate is d by dt represent rate of change of distance or displacement in time t, that is known as velocity of a particle denoted by v. Therefore v is equal to ds by dt. Okay, now velocity v is equal to ಏನು ಸಿಕ್ತು ನಮಗೆ? ds by dt. Okay, note that after finding velocity, after finding ds by dt, suppose if ds by dt value positive or negative sign, ನೋಡಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಬರಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, so after finding the velocity, if velocity become positive or negative according as the distance s increases or decreases. If the distance s increases, its value is positive. Distance s decreases, its value is negative. ನೋಡ್ರ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಒಳಗ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ at the rate of ಅಂತ ಏನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ವಿ ಮೇಲೆ minus d by dt. If it is decreasing, negative side. Increasing, plus d by dt. Remember, after finding the velocity, if the answer is positive sign or negative sign, according as the given distance s increases or decreases. If the distance s increases, its value positive. Distance s decreases, its value negative. Suppose after finding the velocity, after finding ds by dt, if its answer is 0, ನೋಡಿ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಸೈನ್ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಸೈನ್ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ 0 ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿತ್ತು. Velocity becomes 0. ds by dt is nothing but what? Velocity is 0. Velocity 0 means what? You know that the particle is at rest position. The car stops means velocity become 0. ಆ ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಒಂದ ಕಡೆ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the velocity ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? 0. If velocity becomes 0, we conclude that the given particle is at rest position. Okay, 0 ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? Particle is at rest. Positive sign, negative sign ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? The given distance s increases, its value positive. Given distance s decreases, its value negative. If its answer becomes 0, the particle is at rest position. ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಡ್ಡಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. It is at rest position. The car stops. Car ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡೈತಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it indicates what? Velocity become 0. Car moving, velocity is not equal to 0. If it is at rest position, velocity become 0. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಇದು? That is v is equal to ds by dt. Now, once again, d by dt of velocity. ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ what is d by dt? d by dt represent what? ಏನಂತ ಓದಬೇಕದನ್ನ? rate of change of what? Velocity. Rate of change of velocity. That is known as what? Acceleration of a particle. Physics rate of change of velocity, that is known as acceleration, and it is denoted by the letter A. Therefore, A is equal to dv by dt or d by dt of v. V value ds by dt, that is equal to d by dt of ds by dt, second order derivative, d square s by dt square. One time differentiation in distance, yes, that is velocity. Two times differentiation in distance, yes, that is acceleration. Remember, the remain in n d by dt represent at the rate of change of denoted by what? D by dt. ಇದು ಮೇನ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. At the rate of ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕು denoted by d by dt. Find the rate ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ to find d by dt. How fast is ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ to find d by dt. Remember, one time differentiation in distance, that is velocity. Two times differentiation in distance, that is acceleration. Now d by dt represent rate of change of, at the rate of denoted by d by dt. Clear ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಇದು? So main ಏನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ನೀವು? d by dt represent at the rate of. ಆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಒಳಗ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನ. Find the rate at which the volume of a sphere is increasing. Find the rate at which denoted by what? D by dt of what? Volume. To calculate dv by dt. Very simple problem. ಖುಷಿಯಿಂದ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಏನು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ತರ ಏನು ಬಹಳ ವೆರೈಟೀಸ್ ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಗೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೋಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದೇ ಮೆಥಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಇದು? So here define velocity and acceleration. You note ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, diagram draw ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Consider a particle which moves on a straight line. Let O be the fixed point, P and Q be the position of a particle in the time t and t plus delta t respectively. Take the distance OP is equal to s. Take the distance OQ is equal to s plus delta s, so that P2 distance is delta s. Now in the time delta t, the particle covers a distance delta s. Divide those two. Delta s divided by delta t is the average velocity of a particle. Therefore, applying the limit as delta t tends to 0. Therefore, limit of delta s by delta t as delta t tends to 0 is equal to what? ds by dt. That d by dt ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿನಲ್ಲ, round mark, that d by dt represent rate of change of what? Yes means distance, that is known as what? Velocity of a particle. Therefore, v is equal to ds by dt. Now, after finding the velocity, if ds by dt value positive sign or negative sign, according as the distance s increases or decreases. Suppose if ds by dt is equal to 0, then the particle is at rest. Now once again differentiation of v. Now d by dt of v is equal to, d by dt means what? Rate of change of what? Velocity. That is known as acceleration. You know that rate of change of velocity is equal to acceleration of a particle, and it is denoted by small letter a. Therefore, a is equal to dv by dt, that is d by dt of v value, ds by dt, that is equal to d square s by dt square. Diagram draw ಮಾಡಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Yes. Now, based on velocity and acceleration, and you know the result for d by dt. D by dt represent rate of change of. Remember, now by using the d by dt and by using velocity and acceleration to solve the problems, before solving the problem, you must know some basic formula, as you have learned in 10th standard. In 10th standard, solid shapes and figures, you know all those things. So remember those important formula. What are those? ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇವು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಈಸ್ a ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ where a is the side a ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ a ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ side x ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ x ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ then total surface area of cube complete total surface area of cube 6 faces so that's 6 times a square lateral surface area of cube lateral ಅಂದ್ರೆ only 4 sides 4 times a square then volume of cylinder remember that formula v is equal to pi r square h ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ 10th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ okay then volume of cone v is equal to remember 1 by 3 pi r square h then volume of sphere ಗೋಲದ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಫಲ v is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube whereas surface area of sphere s is equal to 4 times pi r square then area of circle you know pi r square circumference of circle or perimeter of circle that is 2 times pi r then area of rectangle length into breadth then perimeter of rectangle 2 times L plus B length plus breadth then area of sector A is equal to half r square theta these are most important formula you ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೇಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವು the volume of a sphere ಅಂತ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಬಂದಾಗ what is volume of sphere formula 4 by 3 pi r cube ಇದು ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಇದು 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ತರ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲಾಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಇದನ್ನ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೀತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಓಕೆ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೇಬೇಕು okay so based on basic formula and based on velocity and acceleration to solve the problem number 1 that is CET question it is CET question Karnataka CET find the rate of change of area of circle with respect to its radius r ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ rate of ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ d by dt ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನ rate of change of area of circle with respect to that is mentioned or with respect to not t with respect to what radius r when r is equal to 3 centimeter and r is equal to 4 centimeter very simple question now here find the rate of change of area of circle now you know that let a be the capital A be the area of circle denoted by a you know the formula what is area of circle pi r square then prove formula area of circle is pi r square now the question to find the rate of change of area of circle with respect to what r means to calculate dA by dr now differentiate a is equal to pi r square derivative of pi r square with respect to same variable r pi constant derivative of r square with respect to same r derivative of x square with respect to x 2x instead of x derivative of r square with respect to r 2r now first question if r is equal to 3 centimeter ಇದ್ದಾಗ what is its area dA by dr is equal to pi to r value 3 2 3s are 6 pi area measurement of its square centimeter second one if r is equal to 4 centimeter ಇದ್ದಾಗ what is its area dA by dr is equal to pi to r value 4 2 4 are 8 pi measurement of its square centimeter CET question okay second problem ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಏನಿದೆ the volume of a cube is increasing at the rate of 8 cc per second cc means cubic centimeter per second. Now the question, how fast is the, how fast is the thing? Find the rate, both are same. How fast is the surface area increasing when the length of an edge is nothing but side, when the side is 12 centimeter. ಏನೇನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್, ಹೌದಾ? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಲೆಟ್ ವಿ ಬಿ ದ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್. ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಡಿನೋಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ವಿ. ಮತ್ತೇನು ಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ? ಹೌ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಏರಿಯಾ. Surface area denoted by S. S be the surface area. ಹೌದಾ? ಮತ್ತೇನು ಬೇಕು ನೋಡ್ರಿ? Increasing when the length of an edge. Edge means side. ಆ ಸೈಡ್ ಒಂದು ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಡೋಲ್ಲ. Say let X be the edge of a cube ಅಥವಾ side of a cube. Side or edge, both are same. Of a cube. ಅದಲ್ಲ ಇಷ್ಟಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಬರೀತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್. Volume of cube increasing. What is the formula for volume of cube? V is equal to volume of cube A cube. A is the side. Instead of side A, by taking side X, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? X cube. Equation 1. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು ನಿಮಗೆ. ಇದಿಷ್ಟೇ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೇನಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ? How fast is the surface area? What is surface area of cube? Surface area ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ತಗೋಬೇಕು? ಟೋಟಲ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನ ಅವನು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ಲಿ ಲ್ಯಾಟರಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ವರ್ಡ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನ. ಅದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಏನಿದೆ? 6a square. A is the side. Instead of side A, by taking ನಾವು ಏನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ? x. 6x square. ಹೌದಾ? ಇದಕ್ಕೆ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್, 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಸಿಕ್ಬಿಡ್ತು ನಿಮಗೆ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 5. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಏನೇನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾನವ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿ ಓದ್ರಿ. ದ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ at the rate denoted by what? D by dt. ಯಾವುದು? ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್. dv by dt ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 8 cc, 8 cubic centimeter per second. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಇದನ್ನ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ? ಹೌ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್? ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ರೇಟ್. ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಹೌ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ರೇಟ್ ಡಿನೋಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ವಾಟ್? d by dt. ಯಾವುದು? ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಏರಿಯಾ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್. Now here, how fast is the thing? But find the rate denoted by what? D by dt. Of what? ಯಾವುದು? Surface area. Surface area ಏನು ನೋಡಿದೀವಿ? Yes. So to calculate ds by dt, ಮುಂದೆ ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ? When, ಯಾವಾಗ? When the length of an edge is nothing but side. Length of an edge, side denoted by x. When x is equal to 12 centimeter. ಈ ತರ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ನೋಟೇಷನ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡೋದು. ನಾವೇನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಈಗ? ಡಿ ಎಸ್ ಬೈ ಡಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಟ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ 1 ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಟಿ, ನಾಟ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ರೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಿ ಬೈ ಡಿ. ಸೊ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಟಿ, dv by dt is equal to derivative of x cube. You know the formula, standard formula, that is 3x square. But with respect to different variable t, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? dx by dt. ಹೌದಾ? dx by dt. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? This implies, but dv by dt value given 8 ನೋಡ್ರಿ. 3x square side ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 12. X value 12 square dx by dt. Simplify. 8 is equal to 12 square ಅಥವಾ ಹಾಗೆ 3 into 12 square 144 dx by dt. Therefore dx by dt is equal to, rearrange, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 8 divided by 3 into 144. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? 8 divided by 3 into 144 ನೋಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. 4 ones are, yeah, sorry, 8 ones are, here 8 ones are 8. Let's put it to 14 minus 8, 6, 64. 8 eights are, that is 1 by 18 threes are 54. 1 by 54 centimeter. But to calculate ds by dt, so again differentiate equation 2 with respect to t. Derivative of s with respect to t, ds by dt is equal to derivative of 6x square 12x, but with respect to different variable t, dx by dt, that is 12, x value 12, you know dx by dt value 1 by 54. Correct? So you have 12 table and 54 barata? No. 6 2s are 6 9s are 3 4s are 3 3s are 4 2s are 8 divided by 3. ds by dt is 8 by 3. S means what? Surface area. Measurement of its square centimeter. 5 mark question. Very important sum. 5 mark ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರೋದು 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್, ಇಲ್ಲೇನೆ dv by dt ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್, ds by dt ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್, ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ಸ್ ಬರೀತಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಈಸಿ ಇದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ 3, ಅಗೇನ್ 5 mark question. Important sum. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಏನಿದೆ, the radius of circle is increasing at the rate of 3 centimeter per second. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ವರ್ಡ್ ಬಂತು ಏನು, at the rate ಅಂದಾಗ ಏನು ತಗೋಬೇಕು, d by dt, 3 centimeter per second. Now the question, find the rate at which the area of circle increasing when radius r is equal to 10 centimeter. ನಾವೇನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಯು ನೋ ದಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಎ ಬಿ ದ ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್, ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಆರ್ ಬಿ ದ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? You know that what is the formula for area of circle? You know what is that? Pi r square. Okay? According to the question, given data, ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, the radius of circle is increasing at the rate denoted by what? d by dt of what? Radius r. ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 3 centimeter per second. Now the question, find the rate denoted by d by dt of what? Area, that is to calculate dA by dt when ಯಾವಾಗ್ರಿ radius 10r is equal to 10 centimeter, to calculate dA by dt. Now here differentiate equation 1 with respect to t, derivative of a with respect to different variable t, dA by dt is equal to pi constant, derivative of r square, derivative of x square 2x, derivative of r square 2r, but with respect to t, dr by dt, that is pi into 2 into r value 10, dr by dt value also given 3, so that dA by dt is equal to 10 into 3 30, 30 into 2 60 pi, area measurement of units square centimeter per second. Very simple problem. Correct concept ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ, ಒಂದೇ ಲೈನ್ ಓದ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. The radius of circle is increasing at the rate ಅನ್ನು ಹೊರಡಿದಾಗ ಏನು ತಗೋಬೇಕು, d by dt. ಯಾವ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನ, ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ r ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, 3 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್. Find the rate denoted by d by dt. ಯಾವುದು, area. To find dA by dt when ಯಾವಾಗ radius is 10 centimeter. So you know the formula, area of circle formula pi r square. Then you have to differentiate pi r square with respect to t. dA by dt is equal to pi constant, derivative of r square 2r with respect to t, dr by dt, that is pi 2, r value given 10, dr by dt is also given 3. Simplify, 10 is 30, 30 into 2 60, pi measurement of its area square centimeter per second. Here I will conclude.